Shout out to the fam, Heels, Lipstick, and you know that word I can't say, but the boss lady. Shout out to you. I'm gonna get started in a minute. This gonna be a quick little video because there's some stuff that let me tell you, after the election process, I was severely upset and severely disappointed at our people. Okay, now once Trump and Elon Musk started to put things in action, I became even greater disappointed by seeing what the people in these black areas of YouTube, these black sectors of YouTube, are choosing to spend their time and their mind on. Severely disappointed. Because if we don't have the self-haters throwing up their Nazi sign for Trump and Elon Musk, we got the self-haters, instead of us thinking about how we're going to save our civil rights, how we're going to defend ourselves in terms of a lot of the things being thrown down the drain. Like, what is a plan of action? They prefer to cause division. So it's almost like these black areas are working for Elon Musk, the president, and Vice President Donald Trump. Yep. Elon Musk, the president, and Vice President Donald Trump. So let me go and get this music down. Y'all know it is me. It is I. I am unapologetically QI, and I've entered the building. And I'm about to start going strong. I pulled back from the beef sector. A lot of people, they upset, this, that, and the other. I don't care because but I pulled back because of the simple fact that it's a waste of time and it's really detrimental to us what we're doing in these black areas on YouTube. And I don't just mean the B sector. I mean, when you come to the black manosphere sector, the black red pill, blue pill, gray pill, purple pill sector, the black any black sector, what we're choosing to do with the little freedom of speech, with our little freedoms, with our little rights in a time of detriment is sad. Instead of us, like we could have, I came on here and I was like, look, vote against Project 2025. It's to do Jim Crow. Nobody listens, but they prefer to bash and stomp and degrade me, to silence me, because I realize there are a lot of MAGA and there are a lot of different because Tommy Sotomayor, his group over there with Lemon right now. Vic Damone is part of Tommy Sotomayor's clique. You know he's MAGA. Ding, 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 ding. Tommy Sotomayor is MAGA. Because I kept wondering why I kept getting targeted. Well, that's because Tommy has been knowing me on these YouTube streets for a long time throughout different sectors. And he knows the type of commentary, or he knows the type of commentary that I bring. I'm mostly about education. I'm mostly about upliftment. I'm mostly about solutions. That's me. When I came into the beef sector, that is the type of commentary I did. And I was wondering why I'm being targeted. Then I even found myself like fighting back. Then I realized that that was that crab in a barrel syndrome. Shout out to Shelly S. Hutchison. I heard like one of her lives, and she broke it down as well. It's like whenever you try to do something positive, here comes these negative mess starters trying to pull you back in. These people who are really not real content creators because they can't come on here and give you any valuable information, any valuable advice. Basically, they're coming on here to put their foot on your neck because they're haters and they want to be at the top of nothing, at the top of nothing. There is no pride in being a part of any of these sectors. And these sectors don't even get numbers. These sectors are shadow banned by YouTube already being monitored by the law. But y'all want to be top in these sectors? Wow. All right, so what I'm gonna do is shout out to Jasmine Crockett, Texas Congresswoman. I love me some Jasmine. If y'all watch my comment page, I'm always posting her because she's out here and she is amongst one of the people that is fighting. In fact, most of the black political women are the ones that's fighting. What do these black men on here do? What do these YouTube manosphere and all these black? They run slander campaigns, the same slander campaigns that they trying to run against me, but they run slander campaigns against people who are not only fighting for women's rights, for the rights of children, but also for the rights of black people. That includes black men. These black men were so misogynistic. These black men were, and you see, they're not making any moves. You got so many protests. Now, I'm going to shout out to the Mississippi people because Mississippi is a red state. And our protest and has included black people. But when you look at all the protests that are going on across the United States, you don't see one black face. You know what black jobs mean? When Trump was campaigning, he said black jobs. Did anybody ever question? We laughed about it, but did anybody ever question what black jobs meant? Well, since he's gotten rid of the DEA, diversity, equality, and inclusion, since he's gotten rid of that, he says he wants a white only military because he thinks that, or he has stated that black people are not competent. Black people are not competent. Why isn't anybody upset about that? Why did the bells not go to ringing to all of these black Trump supporters that, oh man, he bamboozled us? And that meant us too. He's trying to get rid of government assistance is veterans benefits. Government assistance is like the medical benefits that come, the housing that come from for veterans. So veterans are included too. Why they talking about government assistance? And then Elon Musk is the biggest welfare queen. The average person gets about $4 a day per person to feed somebody on food stamps. When you look at Social Security, disability, railroad, retirement, any of that, some people pay into the system. A lot of people, it's their money they're spending, their money with the interest that they're spending, right? But when you look at that, the average person gets about $64 a day to live off of, while Elon Musk, with his government grants, is getting about 8 billion a day. So when we're talking about cutting funding, then you want to cut taxes, but you're cutting taxes for the rich. They should pay. If they paid, we wouldn't be in a deficit. Like Elon Musk should pay taxes. It makes more sense for the people with the largest amount of money to pay taxes as well, because that puts the money back into the system. It keeps things circulating. Okay, but they don't want to pay taxes, and it's nothing but greed. It's greed. So all this cutting, it had all this cutting of this organization, that organization, this and that. It's to put more money into the rich people's hands. Now, my next video is going to be a lot more detail. It's going to be on Alga, Alga, whatever. It's going to be on the. It's a system of government where a few people run the government and they receive the benefits. I can't even pronounce. I'm gonna have to go back and get it, but it's Oligarchy. That's a system. And I'm going to talk about that. Because one of the things, like, shout out to Jasmine Wright, she was like, a lot of these people were going for the okie doke because what Trump was saying sound good, even though he was lying. He's about to turn over all your personal information, your bank information, your name, address, almost like to the black web when you say you turn it over to Dodge, a bunch of hackers. Okay? All so you're sitting there thinking you got 10,000 in the bank. Then the next time you check it, you got 6,000, and you wondering what happened. Then he is getting rid of the um the commission that protects us from bank fraud and mortgage frauds and all that stuff too. So what he's doing is setting himself up to do a major robbery on the United States tax payers, on the United States. Him and Elon Musk are about to rob us blindly. None of the things that Elon Musk or Trump are doing will benefit any of us, especially black people and women. He's getting rid of the Department of Education. No, so basically, no more public education, which means that you're going to be forced to have to pay to put your children into private schools. Now, how many of y'all can afford that? And even if you've already raised your children and put them in school, what about your grandchildren? What about your grandchildren? Uh, Miskept secret. Like I said, like I don't know why. Like all I can say, miskept secret. I'm gonna just okay. So I heard somebody told me one day. I was back there in Discord, got attacked by a chit chat from the black sector and unapologetically Mika. I think she's from the T sector in Lemon's Discord. All right. So she said you're not gonna be invited to the Black Revolution. And all I simply asked was, what Black Revolution? She started going off, telling me she gonna mute me. I left, never to return, because I'm not gonna get treated like that, especially when I'm a supporter and all that. I'm not gonna get treated like that. I don't know who people think they are. A lot of these people on here, they keyboard gangsters, but in real life, that just doesn't exist. But anyways, there's never gonna be a Black Revolution. because technology. Have y'all forgotten about AI? They have y'all talking about these drones and all of that. Do you not know that those are used to take people out the game? They got weapons as small as a pin. And then let's talk about chemical warfare. A lot of y'all got jabbed, didn't you? Y'all got jabbed. You still got to go to the doctor. You don't know what you're getting when you go to the doctor. You're taking pills. They about to, since we got these tariffs now, where food cost is going to be higher. Because okay, so Trump is raising the price, they're raising the tariffs, right? So that means that the other countries have no other choice but to raise their prices as well, which means it's going to raise the prices of groceries, right? We used to pay what, $4 for eggs a carton. Now we up to like $9 and $14 a carton for eggs. We get tomatoes from Mexico. We get sugar from Mexico. All of that stuff is about to go up because of these tariffs. And the shelves are about to be out of stock. So it's going to be harder to get like the basic things that you need. And prices are going to be higher. Are we going to get more money? No. And don't trust this little stimulus coming through because it's a trick. They know y'all like stimulus. They know y'all fall for the stimulus trick. But it's a trick. It's a trap. It's a setup. So y'all just uproared about the tariffs and uproared about Trump about the buy Gaza and build a beautiful beachfront property there. All he's pushing all of the he's pushing two gangs into one area so they can further fight and hurt each other. So he can buy this beautiful beachfront property. Now, who's going to own it? Is it going to be the United States or is it going to be Trump like he did Mar-a-Lago? Okay? Y'all gotta wake up and y'all gotta do research. Stop listening to things and do your own research. Understand what these policies mean. A lot of and this is not exclusive to black people. This is including a lot of the poor Republicans that voted for him. Did y'all not hear about Alabama? They are one of the biggest, always have been Republican states, red states. All right. So their light bills went up because when they got rid because of the DEI grants and funding, the LAHEAP program, a lot of that money was given to the company itself to keep the light bills at an average. And then a lot of people, personally got LAHEAP funding. Well, a lot of those people are being made to pay that money back. That money is coming out of their banking accounts. Trump is making them pay that money back. People talking about they going to school, getting grant money and all of this. You're gonna pay it back. The Department of Education is being dismantled. You're gonna have to pay it back. You're going to have to pay it back. And then he's even giving incentives to people to report people for fraud. Now we are already in the Hunger Games over here in the B sector and the black and all these black sectors, right? It's already like Hunger Games where they stomping, doing whatever for a click and a view and for a little money. And and they think that because Trump is saying all of this that the YouTube guidelines have changed. No, they haven't. You still have to follow YouTube guidelines because YouTube is smart enough to know that no, I am going to leave my guidelines alone because I will be the first one in line to be responsible if and but something happens to an individual like they were before. They were already in deep heat for that. So they're not changing their guidelines. So you still have to follow the same guidelines on YouTube. Not only that, you don't know what Elon Musk is the tech person. If Elon Musk supports apartheid, so you know what that means. He wants y'all in them cotton fields. So he's not gonna let you sit on here on YouTube and make no money. And some people think that they can sit here, yeah, and wave. Did you not hear about that black guy in Florida that was working for MAGA and he was looking for his check and they told him that he was a slave? He's suing now. You're a slave. They used you. They took advantage of you. Now, I'm just hoping that right now, while it ain't too late, y'all wake up and realize that that is not the way to go. Y'all are some hurt people trying to hurt other people, some crabs in a barrel. Are you not thinking about your family? Are you not thinking about your next generation? Are you not thinking about any of those people? If you're not, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. White only military. So y'all can't even go to the military no more. Okay. So he done deported all of y'all drug people, right? So you ain't gonna be able to sell drugs. What you gonna do? Then they also over there affecting Africa. So Africa ain't gonna let y'all bring y'all American butts over there without robbing y'all too. Where you gonna ain't nowhere to go. Even if he deported you, he gonna deport you to a place where you're not gonna be welcome. Because folks are mad. Countries are mad at America. Canada, they had a hockey game. They had so many fights. Now, hockey players normally do a little fight, but they had so many fights, and there was a major uproar from Canada because Trump over there trying to say he about to Canada about to be the 51st American state. How do you think them folks feel? If they want to be in America, they would be in America. Canada has the best health care. Their system is totally set up. Why is he for more tax money? For more tax money so him and Elon Musk and the rest of the oligarchy can steal. I got it right that time. Can steal. None of this is going to benefit any of you. It's not even benefiting, a lot of the white or other nationalities or races of Trump supporters. They on there. What is it? FAFO, they on there, I made a mistake. They complaining, they crying because they didn't know that this was going to hit them too. They didn't know that DEI gave a lot of white women jobs. It's not exclusive to black people. Trump is saying DEI is why a lot of black people were able to go to the military. And then they're even willing to punish people that do DEI hires still after, he's trying to dismantle DEI. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. And the sad part about it is we had people like Fauna Willis out here fighting. We had people we had Keisha Lance Bottoms, Stacey Abrams. Now we got Jasmine Crockett. Even like if you want to consider Kamala Harris, the black women were out here fighting. What were the black men and the male identified women doing? Trying to find every piece of dirt, trying to slander them, trying to make people vote in against their own best interests. Most of them, if you voted for Trump, you voted against your own best interests. I don't care, Democrat this, Democrat. Democrat that. Ain't no party out here perfect, and ain't no party probably gonna ever be out here be perfect. But I guess what? Guess what? I would rather be able to be free than to be a slave. Okay, chit chat. I was upset because it was just like boom. Because all I did was ask you a question. I was like, "What Black Revolution?" And then it was a lot more than met to learn. And a lot of the stuff, these narratives, like you saying false narratives, a lot of them ain't true against me either. I see things a different way. Like I said, I see a lot of these white people and different people protesting now and trying to, do something to stop what's going on, stop this ball from rolling. I don't see black people doing that. Now I can shout out my state, which is a Republican state, but I see them black people stepping up here and I'm proud of it. But it's time for us to get educated. It's time for us to educate each other, and it's time to stop all this crazy nonsense of degrading, coming on here doing the things we do. It's serious now. These same people you see coming on here degrading the next person gonna be coming on here begging people who are struggling themselves because everybody gonna struggle. People talking about they bougie. Not when you lose your federal job because you were DEI hire, or because you lose your job, or because you can't get a grant because DEI is no longer in existence. Not because not when they can go up on your mortgage, on your rent at will, because you don't have any more protection, consumer protections. Now, this is what I want to talk about. This is why I pulled back. This is why I moved into a different area that was discussing these things. Because I tried over here. And when you try to be positive over here, guess what? They run the slander. Because they looking at you like, I ain't even monetized. I'm trying to help. But they look at you like, and this ain't just started, it's been forever. They don't like people who talk positive in these areas because they're not content creators. Content creators being able to come on here and give something, not just talk about the next person, dog the next person, start some fake drama, start some drama. That's not content creating. I went through something, and so I took a little break. So yeah, I was on here, just being a subscriber, just chilling, just whatever. But like I said, after during during and after the election, I woke up. I woke back up. I was like, it's time for me to get my boots back on the ground. So I've been boots on the ground here, and I'm gonna start coming live more to start breaking down a lot of this stuff that people don't understand. People think it's only like a lot of them white people thought it was only dealing with the black people, but they quickly woke up. Like a lot of them farmers, when they realized that DEI was the reason why they were able to get grant assistance, they woke up. A lot of these things are in place for the poor or for the people who are not the elite. Elon Musk used to be poor before he robbed us of most of our tax money. He is the biggest welfare queen. So we want to go after the welfare queen. Let's go after Elon Musk, who gets 8 billion a day off of our tax money. But he wants to cut $4 a day per person to eat off of food stamps. He wants to cut about $64 a day for the average person who's getting SSI, SSDI, railroad retirement funding. He wants to cut that, and some people pay into the system. A lot of people, other than SSI, most people paid into the system. But I said it was going to be a quick video. Chit chat, I can forgive you. My bad. That did. I was man. It wasn't just that. It was a lot of stuff. But I can forgive you. At least you came to me like a grown up. I can appreciate that. And I'm not like, I don't like to hate. Well, if you don't know, I don't like to hate. I don't like I can be disappointed, not agree a lot of things. I've learned how to agree not to disagree. I mean, agree to disagree. And not still like be hostile towards the next person. I'm learning, well, I've learned how to be, that's called being a better communicator. And it's a part of what Jay Wilson says, emotional intelligence. We can't get nowhere arguing. We can't get nowhere fighting. It's Hunger Games. In a minute, black people gonna be robbing other black people refrigerators, gonna be robbing everything they can from other black people instead of standing up and trying to do something like our ancestors did. But I'm not gonna stay on here too long. And Miss Kev Seeker, I wish that you would reconsider your decision. It's okay. So we all make mistakes. We all go wrong. I wish you would just look more in depth to a lot of stuff that's happening and realize that it includes you as well. You and your family. Ain't no such thing as a rich. If you ain't filthy rich like Elon Musk, it don't include you. It don't include Jay-Z. It don't include Snoop Dogg. It don't include none of them. It don't include that. Then you won't benefit anything off of what Elon and Trump and the, I'm gonna try it again, the oligarchy is doing. But I'm out of here. Like, I'm gonna start trying to come live more often. I'm gonna break down oligarchy, so that y'all can see that, so that y'all can see. But anyways, I'm up out of here. I appreciate everybody. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like, so that I can, like possibly get more views in terms of educating. And I appreciate everybody that came through with the support. Peace, love, and light. And I'm out.